Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of What Have I Done Debates. Well, not technically the first, because the first one was recorded a long time ago, but this is the revival, if you will, because the first one was so bad that it was kept in a vault for 2 years and hoped to be forgotten by the general public until it was dug out by me, who had no more ideas. I'm sorry for everybody who wanted the Ponyville Polycule first, but, we'll get to that later. We'll get to it when we get to it. Ponyville is covered in ice right now or something. I don't know. My Ponyville correspondent is not responding at the moment, so you're gonna have to stick with me. And appearing on my channel for the first time, my co-host Mark. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mark. I'm a friend of Milo's.
Yep, a very good friend, and we're prepared to talk about all sorts of beguiling, bewildering, and bemusing things. These topics were handpicked so well you'd think that it was each of them were delicately designed for the fruits of our labor to be graced into the tongues of your ears. So the premise of What Have I Done Debates is quite simple. We have a list of main ideas that will take up hopefully a large portion of time. And then we have side ideas, which are fed into a bot and then randomly picked and randomly assigned to us. And we have to debate with no preparation time. I think this is a great idea, simply by the virtue of I wrote a Google Doc and it takes up more than a page. Because really, for an audio podcast, how many pages does it need to take up? Ideally, 0. So today, we have decided to come together and pick a very contentious debate topic. January 6th versus 9/11. Which one is better? Now, I'm sure everybody in the audience has they have a very strong opinion on this.
Wait,
but for those of you,
question which is better or which is worse?
Which is better? Which one do you like more? Who are you championing? Now, I'm sure everybody has their own opinions, but for the swing voters at home, the very few of you, but I know you're there, because statistically at least one of you, has to be on the fence about this very heated issue. We hope to provide context and understanding to our positions, and hope that maybe you join us too. At the end of the episode, in the description I haven't decided yet, it's going to be either a straw poll or a Google Forms link, and you will vote on which side you thought was better. So if you think January 6th was better, you click January 6th, and if you think 9/11 was better, you click 9/11. And then next episode, we will discuss who won, and also I guess maybe we'll do like a who won, who lost, like punishment segment, but we don't have to think about till next episode, because we don't have any problems to discuss who won and who lost. So that's the benefit of only having one episode of this show. So these don't need to be too top heavy yet, because we don't really have any top to be heavy with. So let's just get straight into it. Well, let's roll out our viewpoints. I will be talking about why 9/11 is better.
I'm obviously talking about January 6th then. Why would January 6th was better?
Oh, that's a very interesting idea. What are you, my mom? Damn. Okay. So for all of the subscribers, all of the diligent listeners to everything that I put out, all 7 of the people who have watched What Have I Done audiobooks episode 4, 9/11, I think you're gonna understand why I would pick September 11th, 2001, a day that will live in infamy. Okay, when I say that, I'm not even joking, because I spent 24 hours recording 500 pages of 9/11 material, alright? When I say I know my shit about 9/11, I know my shit about 9/11, Surely I didn't live through it, which that is one benefit you have, because you did live through January 6th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so did you.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, actually, I want to hear that. First, let's go through do you remember, where were you on January 6th? Tell me your January 6th experience.
It was a normal day. I don't remember everything about it, but I remember it was during quarantine. I was still doing online school, and I got on my computer because I was just done all my stuff, and I got into a call, and I remember a friend that we have in common actually saying, like, oh my god, the Capitol's being attacked, and then I looked up the news, and I watched CNN, and I texted my sister, and I thought, is this like the end of America? CNN. Yeah, I was like, is this the end of America or something? Like, what's about to happen?
Wow, are you saying you were scared for your life?
I wasn't scared for my life. I don't really know. I just
For
didn't
those
know
of
what
you
to
who don't know, we
expect.
do live in the Capitol building, so this was a very real threat for us.
Look.
Here's the thing.
The point is power. Yeah, there were important people in there.
Okay, here's the thing. Ever since day one, ever since January 6th, 2021, I have been predisposed against January 6th. Because here's the thing. I was warned January 6th would happen for approximately, 60 days between November 8th and January 6th. I remember almost every single day being warned by, if not Stephen Colbert, then fucking, what's the guy's name? Seth. What's the... Do you know the Late Night with Seth something?
No, I don't tend to watch late night.
Yeah, I used to. My parents used to watch them. I think they still do. Seth Meyers, that's who it is.
Oh,
Late Night with Seth Meyers. Yeah, Seth Meyers, Trevor Noah, fucking... there's probably another one that I'm forgetting, but those are the main three. Those are the fucking... That's the Holy Trinity, the mark of the beast right there. These, pundits who would just, be like, so Trump lost, and he still won't admit it. And I remember having to hear that shit every single day, and I remember the Patriots and the whatever, and I knew this was gonna happen, and I just didn't care. I remember my mom was like, oh, this is gonna be, the worst thing that ever happened. And I was like... Who fucking cares? And then, you know what? It happened. I remember the day it happened. I remember because they would not shut up about it on the news because they were like, oh man, something big's gonna happen. And I remember my mom was like, hey, something big's gonna happen. And I remember I was at school. I was at online school. And I was like, yeah, who cares? And I remember my sister, she was in the living room. And she was watching TV with my mom and my aunt. Because we were at my aunt's house, actually, which my mom was living with my aunt at the time. And I remember they were all watching this, and they were like, hey, you should come down here. And I'm like, I don't care. I know what's happening. People are standing in front of the building. Who cares? And then they're like, oh my God, they breached the Capitol. And I'm like, okay. And it rang so hollow for me. It just meant, it almost meant less than nothing to me. Just seeing these people, rummage the Capitol. I was just like, oh... So it's just that it's that easy to walk in there. So let me just tell you specifically why 9/11 is better. I picked 9/11. Let me read through my bullet points. More deaths.
Oh my God.
Funnier. Killing politicians is good. Those are my 3 arguments that I wrote down on this Google document.
Wait, wouldn't the third one...
Number 1.
Wait. Wouldn't the third one be better for January 6th?
Well, that's... Oh, shit, you're right. Fuck you! No! Okay, so, step 1. 9/11 killed 3,000 people. January 6th killed what, 6 people?
Yeah, not many people died. It was kind of...
3,000 divided by 6. 3,000 divided by 6, what do we have? 500. 9/11 was 500 times better than January 6th. You just let that sit in your mind for a little bit, audience.
Oh, God.
9/11 was one of the most significant events in American history that has happened within Jimmy Carter's lifetime, I would say. So, is it really that much of a stretch to say that it's the only important thing that's ever happened ever? It's definitely the most significant event in American history in the in the 21st century. Would you agree?
Yeah. I can agree with you.
I think 9/11 has shaped a lot of things like TSA and freedom fries and Liberty sandwiches. Come on. If that, you know, what did we get out of January 6th? QAnon? Come on. Freedom fries? Not every freedom fries. Maybe some Patriot anti-woke coffee. Maybe some far-right pillows. But, no fucking Liberty sandwiches. Come on.
Okay. So, why don't you tell me this? Why don't you tell me why you think that January 6th is worse? Not why 9/11's better, but why January 6th is worse.
Oh, that's great, because my second paragraph is why January 6th is worse. Here's the thing. Here, I'll hit you with reason number 1. January 6th is boring. Who cares? It's okay. 9/11 is two planes going into towers. All right, like when a kid's playing with blocks, they can do 9/11. You know, they got their little airplane, they got their blocks. They can like, I'm gonna push the tower down, and then the parent has to feel bad because they lived through it. But like January 6th, you're gonna have like what, a kid like with like a little toy house, and they got like a million action figures, and they're like, look, they're all trying to get into the house that's not theirs. Like, who cares? You know, that's boring. Like that's like. Oh, I don't even know, because there's nothing boring. It's like standing around a water cooler, except the water cooler is the capital, and instead of getting water, you're getting like laptops.
Now,
reason 2, cringe people did it. All right, here's the thing: 9/11 was committed by some of the most base men alive. I think we can all agree to that. They had some really funny names. They had, I had a really hard time pronouncing that. If any of you guys had listened to my audiobook, you listen to me try to pronounce these people's names, it's honestly, it's probably gonna bite me in the ass like 20 years because it's gonna look racist as shit. But you know what? I'm just saying right now, I did not know how to pronounce these names other than Bin Laden. Everybody else had like names I never heard before. But these people, they came to America and they had no idea what they were doing, and they like enlisted in flight school, and then they got kicked out of flight school because they were like clearly terrorists. Like, it's such a comedy of errors. Like, this one guy, like, he kept going to Germany to like visit his girlfriend because he hooked up with some broad like over there when he was trying to get to America. It just wouldn't stop. And this one guy got caught like trying to like drive a truck like into a place. It's a bunch of goofy stuff. Like January 6th, what do you have? Like, you got like the guy who had like the funny hat, you know, like the shaman guy, and you got like old people and like Confederates and like the guy who sat at Nancy Pelosi's desk. Like, you know, this cast of characters is just like, it's so boring, and like they're just going to jail. Like, they're not even dying for their country. They're just like, whatever. They're just, you know, pew.
Okay. So I see what you're saying, and I understand. So we can agree. Okay, we can agree on the fact that both of these were at least like terror-oriented incidents.
Sure, they were definitely oriented to scare people.
Okay. So, which is worse in your opinion? We have the power to kill you, or we have the power to kill you and we're already on your homeland.
Okay, well here's the thing. What does America stand for? Not representative democracy. It stands for money. It stands for capitalism. It stands for accruing wealth at a job and spending that money on items. Now, where did Al-Qaeda hit? Oh yeah, the World Trade Center. A beacon of capitalism. Some of the tallest buildings ever made plummeting to the ground. If that's not a show of display of death to America, I don't know what is. Then they hit the Pentagon. You know, they got a Dunkin' Donuts in there. Dunkin' Donuts is delicious. You know, I don't know if you've ever been to one. Personally, I have, and they're quite great. You know, I personally do not feel safe with anybody who would threaten the integrity of a Dunkin' Donuts. I don't think these people, they peg me more as those anti-woke coffee type people, you know, the Black Rifle coffee that Alex Jones is always peddling. I don't think they've ever set foot in a Dunkin' Donuts because their donuts have pink on them, and pink is a girl color.
Okay. So okay. So, oh my god, I know how to come back from this, but also I'm kind of stunned.
Okay, next time you're gonna have to prepare. Jeez.
Oh yeah. Oh, what happened to non-preparedness, huh? Okay. Yeah. So basically, the idea behind January 6th was that it stood as a symbol of America as well. Like, you can. Mm-hmm. Like, I understand the World Trade Center.
It's analogous to the Revolutionary War when you think about it.
Yeah. So the World Trade Center was like analogous to. I tripped with words.
The fall of Western civilization.
Yeah.
Also, they kind of look like dicks, and that's funny. They're like big dicks. They're like big sky dicks, and they knocked them down, man.
Okay, so we have an attack on capitalism. We have an attack on democracy. What do you say about that? Like what?
Well, here's the thing. All of the people in politics are bought out. So really, capitalism is like capitalism is like the Coca-Cola company to, Minute Maid, in that you can't have one without the other. A blow to Minute Maid is only a slap at the tendril to Coca-Cola, but a blow to Coca-Cola itself is a slap to both Coca-Cola and Minute Maid. So when you think about it, the destruction of the World Trade Center is not only a fall on capitalism, but a fall on American democracy as a whole in politics. And also, when you think about it, 9/11 did way more to unite the country than January 6th ever did. 9/11 brought people together, and January 6th tore people apart.
But, okay, I see what you're saying. But the intentions behind both of these were, in general, the same. 9/11 was not meant to bring people together. It was meant to dismember.
Yeah, but it did.
So wait,
It brought so many people together.
Wait, so then why didn't January 6th? What's the difference?
Bring people together?
Yeah.
Well, in January 6th, it was done by right-wing terrorists, and the right doesn't want to disassociate with people with their voter base, and the left wants to demonize people who commit acts of terror. So we create this moral panic where the right is either saying that it wasn't that bad, or it didn't happen, or it was a left-wing coup, like, the liberals did it, it was Antifa. Some people, I even saw this because I was reading through InfoWars the other day, and apparently there's this guy who they think is a Fed, and he was like an FBI plant trying to get people to go to the Capitol, which is huge if true, I'm sure, but since it's only on Alex Jones' website, I'm not going to really believe it. But I'm just, it's way more splitting when people have a common enemy against and not an ally, because nobody's allies with Al Qaeda. They're so far away and they don't even have internet. Although Bin Laden did play a lot of Counter-Strike. But he only played as the terrorist, so nobody ever wanted to be friends with him. And I bet he did a lot of team killing. So he probably wasn't even that good. He was probably a really toxic player.
And now he's dead.
And now he's dead. Exactly. Who orchestrated January 6th? Donald Trump. He's still alive.
Whoa.
So
who orchestrated January 6th?
Donald Trump?
No. He had the chance to detest it and did not, but as far as I know, and this is also coming from left-wing media, which I would think would be biased in the direction of blaming Trump.
He's propagandized.
Right. I would think that if he had instigated it, that would have been known.
Well, he did instigate it. That's what everybody says.
As it was happening.
Who do you think instigates it? Who do you think instigated it?
The woke mob.
The woke mob, alright. Interesting. Well, I know who did 9/11. Bush. So.
Why don't you tell me about
that? There you go. Well, here's the thing. George Bush is a Republican, and Republicans are evil, and he hates America, so he bombed it. He got the terrorists to bomb America because he hates freedom, because he's not a true patriot, and he wants marijuana to be illegal. And I think he's still alive, and I think he's like 70-something, so... He's probably as old as Donald Trump is, if not younger.
Wow. Okay. Oh, God.
Do you want to move on?
Yes.
Alright, okay, because we still got 2 more topics to do. Alright, so here's the bonus topic. For those of you in the audience, the way this works is I created a very basic program to basically show my skills to Mark. It's a very simple program where I load the topics into its own thing, and it randomly picks a topic, and randomly picks whether we are for or against. So I have this program running right now, and I'm going to hit run, and it's going to tell your argument is, and then it's going to say I am, and Mark is, and it's going to tell us whether we're for or against.
And I can also see what you are doing, so I can see.
Yep. Okay, so the argument is... Run program. Your argument is Halloween or Christmas. I am against, you are for. So that means you have Halloween and I have Christmas. You have the floor.
Okay, Halloween is instantly better. Well, yeah, so, okay, so I understand the allure of Christmas. I understand it's like a nice little cozy time where a bunch of 40-year-olds can get together in a house and talk and argue about politics. But like, okay, we're 16. Halloween is so much better because you can just
I'm 15.
Oh, whatever. Close enough. We can just go out and do whatever on Halloween. Like, I mean, I don't go trick-or-treating. I haven't in many years. But I still go out and I talk to my friends and I get together with my friends and I do stuff like that.
Okay, so you just said you don't go trick-or-treating. So you don't even get anything from Halloween.
Except
what did you get for
experience.
Christmas? What did you get for Christmas? What was your favorite Christmas gift this year?
A book by John Green called The Anthropocene Reviewed.
You got a book for Christmas.
I got
you got
2 books for
nothing
Christmas.
for Halloween. You got 2 books for Christmas. You got nothing for Halloween. So I'm just saying, in pure terms of materialism, which one was better?
Well, yeah, Christmas, because I got more items out of it, but I don't care about just items.
There you go. Well, here, I got an item for you. Jesus Christ. He doesn't like Halloween.
Why not?
Because he's scared. Demons? Ghosts? You think a man who got killed is wanting to see demons or ghosts? You think a man whose entire job it is to, like, fight against Satan or whatever the Bible shit is, you think he wants to see demons? No, he's already got a lot of demons he's got to see.
Okay.
That's too many.
Are you aware that the day of Halloween is a religious holiday?
No, the day after Halloween is the religious holiday.
All Hallows Eve?
All Saints Day?
All Saints Day?
Dog. Yeah, which one do you get off for? Which one do the Catholic schools get off for?
Oh, I don't know. I don't go to a Catholic school.
It's All Hallows Day.
That's
the one they
stupid.
get off for.
Well,
I mean, would you rather have the day of Halloween off or the day
I
after
believe
Halloween off?
there's still some significant importance. I don't know. I'm not Catholic before or anymore. I mean,
Yeah, well, the significance is that one of them is where you dress up like a spooky demon ghost monster and desecrate the word of the Lord, and the other one is where you go to church. I knocked my microphone over because my cat keeps walking in and out of my recording studio because she doesn't understand that I'm doing something.
I understand what you're saying about Christmas and all the materialism aspects, and yes, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I do really like the books and such, and I know there's other people that get other things. But what if you like spending time with your friends more, as many people do? And also, a lot of groups of people still do go out trick-or-treating even at our age.
Okay, well, Christmas is the only day that I get to hang out with my best friend, Santa Claus, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I've got some bad
Who does
news.
Halloween? Who does Halloween got? Who does Halloween got? The Great Pumpkin? Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you go to Google and search trans woman pumpkin pornography? I don't think you're gonna like what you find. All right, that's who you got representing you. Who I got representing me is a jolly old man who flies all around the world in a night and gives presents to kids. Now, what is more wholesome than that? Certainly not a transsexual having relations with a pumpkin.
Okay. Now what I'd like you to do is type in Santa Claus inflation.
Okay, all right.
Not
I'm seeing price of toys going up with inflation. Santa Claus is very unhappy. See, even Santa Claus is being hit by the COVID. Poor guy. He can't make as many toys.
I know this isn't really a topic, but like, do you consider the COVID not the COVID, just COVID, like over, mostly?
Here's a question: do I still wear a mask at school?
Oh yeah, is that why?
It's just because I hate my face. But no, I think COVID is kind of like, it's like in a weird state where it's like it's basically an endemic at this point where it still exists, but it just doesn't really matter. Like, you know, like the Spanish flu still exists, but it's like, you know, it's not really a problem anymore.
Areas, yeah.
Exactly. It's kind of like, you know, if somebody says I have COVID now, like, you go, oh, that sucks. They're home for like 5 days. They probably won't die, you know, but like, as opposed to like in 2020 when it was like, oh man, I have COVID. Everybody was like, holy fuck. Like, you touched this thing 6 days ago. I have to like deep clean my house because like you were here.
Right.
Like before you even got sick, like it might retroactively affect my apartment. Like I remember we would be getting shit like, and like, you know, like washing groceries and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And like, you know, like sanitize it. You'd leave packages out like in your garage for like 2 days.
Paranoid time. It's wild.
Yeah, like I remember like we bought this like fucking like it was like I don't even remember, it was like some sort of candy or something, and I remember like we bought it and like as we left the store I opened it and like ate one, and my dad was like, you realize like what you he was like, have you realized what you just done? Like it was gonna end the world, like because I I didn't wash my hands or anything, and it's like I was fine. You know what? Here's the funny thing. I have actually haven't gotten COVID. I don't know about you, but like a lot of people I know have gotten COVID, and my mom is like a hypochondriac, so she thinks she's gotten COVID. But like a lot of people have gotten COVID, and it's just like not really that big of a deal. Like I've been double vaxxed. I haven't gotten the booster just because I like nobody ever told me it was necessary, and I never went and got it. But like I'm fine. Like I don't think I'm ever gonna get it, and if I do, it probably won't kill me.
Yeah, so I had it before the shutdown. Like you remember in 8th grade when I had it like
yeah, like
2 weeks
before like
I had
March.
I had it like 2 weeks before that shutdown, and then
Damn. Maybe that's what caused all your lung issues. Because there are like long-term effects. I know that.
Oh, interesting. Maybe.
Yeah, but
But then then the lockdown happened, and then I'm double vaxxed. I think I might have a booster. I honestly don't remember. If I did, it was a while ago. I know there's like an updated.
How did the booster affect you? Because I remember or the second vax. Because I remember like it like had wildly different effects. 'Cause I remember people were saying like it was going to be the worst thing of all time. Yeah. So like how was yours?
I never felt tired or anything. Like that's what a lot of people heard. Like they got like knocked out. With either of my vaccinations, I never really felt anything. Although I'm not one that would really pay attention to that type of thing. Even if I did, I would just kind of power through it. But yeah.
Yeah, like I remember my second vax, like my dad had me go like move like stones, and I remember being like really angry because like I just got vaccinated and I was feeling a little like lethargic. But like he got me an ice cream sandwich, so like all is forgiven. But he was fine. He didn't go through anything. Like I felt sleepy and I woke up like extra recharged, but like that was it. But I remember my uncle, like he got the second vax, and it was like so bad for him because I remember like he basically like he was like, all right, like because it's like okay, I'm gonna get this vax, I'm gonna go back to work, and then he was like, and then it was like it was around a certain time because they were like, hey, can you make dinner? And he was like, sure. And so like me and my cousin, we go downstairs and we're like, hey, like you gonna make dinner? And he looks fucking like like out of his mind. He's just like sitting there staring at the wall, like his face is like so red, and he's like, hey, can you guys like go pick something up like at like the store, because there was like a store like right down the street, and we were like, yeah, sure. So he like opens up his wallet and gives us like $45. Is like, okay, just go get something. And he was like fucking out of it. He was like completely out of it, and I was like, oh man, this guy got completely fucked. Like I think out of everybody I know, like he definitely had it the worst. Like my aunt had it bad, but like I didn't really get to see that, but like I think she did have COVID too. But like yeah, it like really fucked some people up, but not me.
Yeah, so
I'm just built different.
Apparently, it was also a factor of like which company you got it from, because me, my mom, and my sister all got the Pfizer, and we were all
oh shit, we're Pfizer, we're the same blood,
and we were all like fine, like maybe just a tad drowsy, yada yada. But my dad got the Moderna vaccine, and he was knocked out. Like he had like basically he had like a 106 fever or something. It was wild.
Whew. Did you save any of your unvaccinated sperm? Because that shit's the next Bitcoin.
No.
Damn, that's too bad. I know some people who would pay an arm and a leg for it. I'm not saying who. I'm just saying I know a couple people. But this all comes back to a very interesting point. So during COVID, what did you do for Halloween?
Oh, nothing.
No, what did you do for Christmas?
Also nothing.
Did you get presents?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Exactly.
Okay, but
exactly. Even in times of desperate measures, the Christmas spirit still shines through.
Because so the benefit I get out of Halloween is going places, but that couldn't be changed. The benefit I get out of Christmas is completely different.
Okay. Here's another good point. Good Christmas specials. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Christmas special. Elf. National Lampoon.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Good Halloween
Elf
specials.
sucks.
Fucking
I don't like that movie.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, there you go. Like, you have one. Halloween has one. Nightmare Before Christmas is like the only good Halloween movie, and that could
Corpse
technically be
Bride,
argued as a Christmas
Nightmare
movie.
Before Christmas. What else is there?
And that one even has
Sleepy
Christmas in the title. So
Hollow.
those are not fucking Halloween movies.
They're
scary
spooky.
movies.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, that doesn't count though. Would you say Friday the 13th is a Halloween movie, or is that exclusively a Friday the 13th movie?
No, it doesn't need to be specific to Halloween. It just needs to be in that spooky vibe. Like,
Oh, okay. Well, it's in that happy vibe. I guess every happy movie is a Christmas movie.
no, because Christmas is a very specific vibe where it's very like,
Why would you glorify murder? Why would you glorify killing? I thought this COVID thing, I thought 9/11, I thought January 6th would have taught you that death is bad and wrong and immoral, and to glorify people who die, who justify death, that's just wrong. That's just wrong.
yep, that's exactly
Mark.
what I'm doing.
Yeah, I can't believe you. You know what? And I'm taking this to the extreme. You're supporting the Holocaust right now.
Oh God.
By engaging in Halloween, you support the Holocaust.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well, I guess we know who won this one. All right. Which
we have
that moves us on.
We should probably do one more topic because that one took about 10 minutes. So.
Yeah. Well, here's our final topic. It's not on the list. It's not on the machine. It's a secret final topic that I came up with about an hour ago.
Oh God.
The question is, what day should we record these?
Oh,
Go.
Okay. So honestly, a Friday night might work better for me. Although not for long, because I'm
Friday
gonna
night.
have something going on. So possibly like a Saturday night.
All right, here's the problem I got for you. I have divorced parents.
Oh.
So I do not have a stable weekend schedule. Every other weekend I'm somewhere else, and I can only record here. So that serves as a problem.
So you want a weekday?
I would prefer a weekday.
Okay. I mean, does a Monday just work out for you? Just like what we're doing now?
All right. If Mondays work for everybody involved, everyone here, the producers, the audio engineers, the white screen over there that's lighting up everything, if that's okay. So I think Mondays at 7:30, because we did have a hefty pre-show and unfortunately none of it was on video. So Sorry to all the viewers. We had a very in-depth conversation that nobody else gets to listen to. That's just your luck.
That's not a problem.
Unfortunately. So Mondays at 7:30 sound like a good recording time, and if all works out for me, you should see these episodes by Wednesday, because hopefully I can edit them Tuesday at my mom's house on the computer there. That's better, and then I'll get my mom to upload them on Wednesdays, and then they'll be up. And I think that'll work stupendously. Now, if you want to pick any of these other ideas that we do real quick, because we got about 12 minutes. So if you want to do any of the, because I think that one isn't even a debate. That was an agreement.
Okay.
One of many, I should hope.
So I see this one and I have no clue what it means.
Well, okay, what do we got? Oh, is the water in Flint safe to drink? Now that's a good one. Can you now just search up for a second Flint, Michigan on your internet browser.
Oh, okay.
Anyone will do.
I was confused. I thought you were trying to say that there was like water in like actual Flint, like the rock.
Like Flint, like the
Flint,
rock.
Michigan.
Flint, Michigan.
Okay.
Now this one's an oldie.
Am I looking at like images or what? Oh Jesus!
Just go to the Wikipedia article. Yeah.
Oh God.
So do you want to argue that the water in Flint is safe? Okay. So are you gonna say that you shouldn't drink the water?
Yeah, that's the side I'm taking because I've had the bad end all night. So.
Okay. So argue your case.
That water is yellow. I would not drink it because there's clearly a lot of impurity in it because it sucks.
Are you saying that something that is non-white is impure?
Okay, water's not white.
My water's white. I drink milk.
That's whack. Water's not white.
Damn.
White.
White. It's not YT, as some might say. That's pretty sad. All right. Counterpoint. I saw Obama drink Flint, Michigan water once, so it's probably safe.
Did he need surgery?
No, he drank it, and it was delicious. I think he even said it tasted like strawberries. So, I think that's proof enough for me.
That's such bull.
Dog. If Obama can drink, then I don't need to think. That's my motto right there.
They wouldn't. No one looks at that and says, "Yeah, let's give this to the president to make a statement." No.
What about Obama?
They gave
Google Obama Michigan water.
Okay.
It's gonna be up on the screen right now, folks.
Oh.
Obama Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Water.
Michigan water.
That water's clear. It looks nothing the
he's
same.
Taking a sip. He's taking a sip. He sips Flint water, urges children to be tested for lead.
It looks nothing like what I just saw.
He urges them to be tested for lead.
You've got to be kidding me. That is the most, obvious political stunt I've ever seen. Mr. Obama, I am disappointed.
That's why I wanted to bring it up. Because it's like my favorite thing he's ever done.
Are you kidding me? That looks like the clearest water I've ever seen.
See, because it's safe to drink.
I'm looking at so many different pictures of him drinking this one glass of... He looks disgusted even still. You just can't take the Michigan out of the water, man.
You can take the water out of Michigan, but you can't take the Michigan out of the water. You know what? Here's the thing. That water's so clean. I would drink it even after it came out of Obama. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
That's all I'll say. Do you think there's a way to get into the White House? Okay. Are you sure? There's no way to take a septic swim.
Okay. I swear to God, I finally got down to actual Michigan water, and it's orange.
It's because the pipes are rusted.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because they're letting. Here's the thing: rust is from iron. Iron is good for you.
Not that much.
It makes you strong. Maybe if you're pussy, maybe if you ain't into carbo loading, that shit'll make you strong. Let me tell you.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I
can't believe it. Another debate right in the bag for me. Jesus, you need to really come prepared next episode. Is all I'm saying. Because that's just embarrassing. Ugh. Jeez, now I'm sounding like you. Ugh. Oh man. Yeah, I really like water in Flint, Michigan. I think it's probably the best I think it's the best water out there.
It's orange. It's in all these different pretty colors. How can you say
Yeah,
no?
exactly. It's colorful. You don't even need to dye it. I bet if you put a hard-boiled egg in there, it would just turn orange. Oh my god. I tried to search for the water, and I just searched for the word orange. Alright, well. The point is that now the water is safe to drink. I think it's been... the fact that Obama was the one drinking it shows that it was a while ago. Yeah, this was, 2016, so...
At the latest, yeah.
Yeah, so... Exactly, so... Bottled water dries up in Flint as water crisis fallout continues in New Year 3 days ago. Uh-oh.
Oh my god!
But here, a month ago, Flint water crisis charges dismissed against ex-Michigan governor. So... Now you don't know what the hell to think. Oh, but look at these pipes, though.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of the pipes, and they're all.
You see the pipes? Okay. I just one more question. Smash or pass?
On.
The pipes.
Oh, smash all the way. They look brittle as hell. Just take a hammer.
Damn, I'm about to get all kinds of tetanus from that shit. Ugh. Do you think it'd be gripping though?
Oh god. Oh god.
I'll say it. I'll say it. This episode has been way better than the unreleased first episode of What Have I Done debates. It was better than I ever could have expected it. Except for that first debate, you really were. You know what? That's on me because you were a newbie. You didn't know what you were getting into.
I
should have more properly prepared you. You got your ass handed to you, but you did definitely turn it around at least a little bit. You got into the spirit. So I think that's a good spot to end off this episode of What Have I Done debates. Check out the link in the description to a website, I don't know which one yet, that'll document who was the winner of each debate, except for the third one, which was an agreement. And I think that was a well-needed change of pace for everybody. You know, just to show that we're friends, even after all this bitter, horrid debating, we're still friends after all this. And I think that's a good point for the American people, that no matter what you feel on such divisive issues, you can still come together and say, you know what, you're my friend. And to all of you listening right now, who listened to approximately 45 or something minutes, I don't know how long it's going to be when I edit it down, of What Have I Done debates, I love you too, because this has been a blast, and I'm sure we will come up with at least 1 million more episodes. I mean, this is an infinitely repeatable sort of fucking thing. We got a real good situation
We
here,
can hash this out to the ground.
Exactly, we're coming in for a real rough landing. We don't have any integrity. This shit is not going to end when it needs to. We're going to go like 800 episodes, like both of us are going to be gone. We're going to have other people like phoning it in for us. It's going to be exclusively guests. It's going to be great. But don't worry, we're still in that integrity phase where we don't even have guests. It's just us for at least the next couple of episodes, because first of all, I don't know how we're going to deal with having a third person here, but, we still got to get there. We still got to get the hang of this shit. So, this document is going to be the same document we use for everything, and I'm going to delete right now January 6th versus 9/11. Actually, you know what? I'm going to star it, so that way we remember that it was there. So, we're going to star it, and we're going to star the Flint, Michigan question, and the Halloween or Christmas. And so throughout the week, if you come up with any ideas, you write them down. If I come up with any ideas, I write them down. Okay. And then before we record, we'll toss any of these extra ideas into the program, so that way we still have more random questions. So this is an infinitely repeatable one. I just literally this like main ideas thing, which we're not going to spoil, because I think we want to protect the whole mystique of it. But this was probably like 2 days of just thinking about weird questions. And I think these are all really good. So I think the main ideas, we'll pick those in advance because these are really important. You want to do that one next?
You saw that?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that one. Yeah, that one looks like it's fun to talk about.
Oh, me and Nick have arguments about that all the fucking time. It's like the same argument every single time, too. Oh man, Nick is a great friend of the show. I hope we
gotta get him on here.
We gotta get him on here. He would be so good on this. There's a lot of people that I'm hoping we can get on. So I'm definitely keeping my mind open, my eyes open. I'm gonna see if I can get a couple celebrities. Dick Masterson never wrote back to me, which is really sad. But I'll try. I'll try to rope him in here. And I got a couple other hookups with a couple other famous people. I'll see if they can get on. But that's not for a long time because, we're still keeping it simple, just us, and then a couple of friends that come on every so often. But, until then, I think we got a tight ship, and we're gonna keep it going. So I think at this point we can both stop our recordings and wait. First, we got to say goodbye. We gotta say goodbye to everybody. On 3, we're gonna say it at the same time. Ready?
Wait,
don't 2.
Wait. Don't stop any recordings, because I think I need to do.
I'm not gonna stop it.
We're gonna do our sync at the end, and then stop everything as soon as possible.
Okay. All right. So first, we gotta say goodbye to everybody. On 3, we're gonna say it at the same time. All ready? 1, 2, 3.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.